Hello, boys and girls. It's Mr. Pearl again, coming to you straight from my office. And I wanted to do another special read aloud with you. I know that last week we read the book, How Full is Your Bucket? And that was about being an upstander, not a bystander, and making people feel good and supported and respected by being kind to them. And this week, I have an extra special book that was recommended to me by a very special student. And when I read the book, I realized this is really something that I'd like to share with everybody. Now, at first, as I'm reading it, you might be thinking, well, it's talking about colors. It's not really talking about people, boys and girls. But as I go on further and I read the book, you're going to see it will make sense to you. Okay? So the colors are really going to be symbols for maybe yourself, maybe other boys and girls in your classes. So I hope you enjoyed the book. The name of the book is called One by Katherine Otoshi. Okay? So let's read it together. Blue was a very quiet color. He enjoyed looking up at the sky, floating on the waves. And on days he felt daring, splashing in rain puddles. Sometimes I feel like that. Every once in a while, he wished he could be more sunny like yellow, or bright like green, more regal like purple, or outgoing like orange, but overall, he liked being blue, except when he was with Red. Red was a hothead. He liked to pick on Blue. Red is a great color, he'd say. Red is hot. Blue is not. Then Blue would feel bad about being blue. Has that ever happened to you? Let's keep reading. Sometimes yellow comforted Blue. Blue is a very nice color, she'd say. But yellow never said that in front of Red. She never said, "Stop picking on Blue." Green, purple, and orange thought Blue was nice too, but they never told Red to stop either. So they all liked Blue, but they were afraid of Red. They tried to make Blue feel better, but they never stood up for him. Every time Red said something mean and no one spoke up, he got bigger and bigger and bigger. Nobody ever stood up to him, and that gave him strength and made him feel he could still say mean things and be mean to other people. Soon, Red grew so big that everyone was afraid of him. No one dared to stop him. Red picked on all the colors. Look what all the colors started to look like. Then everyone felt a little blue. Kind of sad, right? Until One came. He had a different shape, with bold strokes and squared corners. He was funny. He made the colors laugh. Red saw this and got very hot. "Stop laughing," he told Yellow. "Stop laughing," he told Green. "Stop laughing," he told Purple and Orange. And they did. Not nice. It's mean. Red rolled up to One. "Stop laughing," he told him. But One stood straight up like an arrow and said, "No." Red was mad, but One wouldn't budge. So Red rolled away. One wouldn't stop. One stood up to him. One stood up to Red. One turned to the colors and said, If someone is mean and picks on me, I, for one, stand up and say no. Then yellow felt brave and said, me too. Green agreed and said, me three. Then purple became four, and orange became five. Blue saw the colors change. He wanted to count. Red grew very hot. He felt left out. He grew hotter and hotter and hotter. Red raced over to Blue and said what he always did. Red is hot and blue is not. But this time, Blue stood up tall and became six. Red can be really hot, he said, but blue can be super cool. Red blew a fuse and tried to roll over Blue. But everyone took a stand and said, no. Look, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They all stood up to Red. Seeing them standing tall made Red feel very, very, very what? Very small. Then Red turned even redder and began rolling away. But this time it wasn't red out of being mean or angry. He felt red as in being embarrassed, maybe ashamed. That's why he rolled away, because everybody stood up to him. Blue called out, can red be hot and blue be cool? Red stopped in his tracks. Red can count too, said one. So notice that Blue, once he stood up to Red, started to include Red also. He said, can't Red still be hot and I still be blue? Isn't that okay if we both can be who we want to be and who we are? Red rocked and rolled and turned into 7. Everyone counts, they shouted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then Red laughed and joined the fun. Sometimes it just takes one. Do you remember when we had that assembly, boys and girls? And the assembly talked about the power of one? And when they held up the box, there was a mirror inside the box. And the mirror, when you looked in, you saw yourself. That's the power of one. It only takes one of you to stand up to somebody that's being mean to somebody else. And then other people will see that you're standing up to somebody and they'll join in and they'll help you. And then that will hopefully change what the mean person is doing, because they don't have power if everybody else stands up to them. All right, boys and girls? I know that you all try to do that every day, but sometimes some of us, we're a little shy or a little afraid. Remember, when everybody stands up together, we have strength. And it starts with only one person. One. Boys and girls, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you around the building. And if you have any questions about this book or you want to talk to me about it, just come and see me. I'm very proud of all of you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.